All right, guys, welcome to the video here today for Sunday, June 26, 2022. Of course, my name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal bets on patreon.com/BrockPage. I'm currently 3-0 my last 3 extra daily bets on that website. Now, the extra daily bet is a package that I offer on that website, and it only costs just $2.99. And check this out, guys. If you sign up here today for that membership, you're going to get access to that package every single day, all the way through the end of June. And as an added bonus, if you sign up for the extra daily bet, you're also going to get access to the daily best play absolutely free. It'll be included with your purchase. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, what the hell is the difference between what Brock does on YouTube and what he does on his website? Well, certainly a great question, a great concern. And what I do here on YouTube is I will handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total. But what I do on BrockPage.com is patreon.com/BrockPage. I actually share with you which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, I currently have over 730 members who are signed up and active on my site right now. And if you want to see my current sports betting record, you can do that for free right now as well. It's located right there on my homepage. And one final thing here, guys. I think it's fair to say that a lot of you would be entirely hesitant on signing up for a package because you simply don't want me seeing your credit card information. Fair enough. But here's the deal. I actually utilize the Patreon platform, and Patreon is a massive, soon-to-be publicly traded crowdfunding website who actually handles all of your personal and financial info. I can never see it. I have no access to it. So there's actually zero way for me to ever see your credit card info, address, telephone number, any of that. All of your privacy is completely protected from me. All I can see is your email address when you sign up. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some free content here. We're going to take a look at the Mets taking on the Marlins. That's going to be a 12:05 Eastern first pitch. Now, the Mets are minus 140 with the total at 8.5. David Peterson here for the Mets. Daniel Castano for Miami. Now, Castano has just 14 innings of work under his belt this year, and he's already got a whip above 1.55. Now, the Fish have also lost 2 straight to New York in this very series, and they're actually having a tough time making contact with the baseball. Matter of fact, the Marlins are currently in the bottom 10 in the majors right now in strikeouts per 9 at the dish. They're taking on David Peterson here today on the other side, who's actually done a pretty nice job on the hill this year. He's currently 4-1 with a 3.18 ERA. Meanwhile, offensively, the Mets have one of the more dangerous lineups in the National League. They're actually leading the Bigs right now in team batting average, and they're led by Jeff McNeil, who's hitting .327 at the plate. Meanwhile, Pete Alonso, he's also been on an absolute tear this season. He's currently leading the majors in RBI. He's also second in home runs with 22 of them, kind of a career season here for Alonso. Hope to see him stay healthy just for the sake of the game. Now, total-wise, New York saw their last 4 straight on the road get over the number. They also went 80% to the over in their last 10 outings at any location. Meanwhile, the Marlins saw 4 out of their last 5 at Lone Depot Park get over the total themselves. I'm going to lean toward the New York Mets minus 140 and the over 8.5. Next ball game should be a good one. I'm talking about the Astros taking on the Yankees. 1:35 Eastern first pitch. New York's minus 175, totals 9. Nestor Cortes for New York. Jose Urquidy for Houston. And even though Urquidy's run into some problems here, he still boasts a 6-3 record, along with 52 strikeouts. Now, the Stros have also won their last 2 straight in this very series. And, of course, those games were against the Yankees. And they actually held the Bombers to just 1 total run in those 2 victories. Now, offensively, the Stros have enjoyed some timely hitting this year. They're currently in the top 10 in OPS, top 3 in home runs. Yordan Alvarez leads the squad in homers with 22 of them. The Sluggers also hitting .312 at the dish. Meanwhile, Kyle Tucker and Jose Altuve, they have 28 home runs between the two of them. Now they're taking on a Yankee team who, once again, really saw their bats go cold in this series. They were shut out yesterday, and they scored just 1 run on Friday. Now when it comes to the total in this one, I've got to imagine we'll see more of the same here today. New York's already 22-17 to the under at Yankee Stadium. Meanwhile, the Astros are 70% to the under when they bat first. I'm going to lean toward Houston plus 1.5 and the under 9. Next ball game, it is going to be Pirates-Rays, 140 East. Tampa Bay is minus 220, total 6.5. Shane McClanahan for Tampa Bay, Ronzi Contreras for Pittsburgh. And even though Ronzi's looked pretty good, the Buccos have dropped 3 out of their last 4, and they've been plagued by strikeouts at the plate. These guys are nearly dead last in the majors right now in strikeouts at the dish per 9. And, of course, no real surprise here. They also find themselves in the bottom 3 in team batting average. They find themselves averaging only 3.7 runs a game. Now, they're taking on Shane McClanahan here today, who's an absolute strikeout machine. He could very well get double-digit strikeouts here today. The lefty's fanned 113 batters already this year, and he also boasts a 7-3 record. Now, equally as impressive, we're not done here with McClanahan yet. The lefty's got a 1.81 ERA along with a .85 whip. And even though these guys have struggled offensively for most of the year, the bats have come alive a bit over the past few games. Tampa's averaged just about 5 runs a game in their last 4 outings. And when it comes to the total in this one, the Rays are 4-1 to the over in their last 5 at the Trop. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh went 70% to the over in their last 10 at any location. I'm going to lean toward Tampa Bay minus 1.5. And the over 6.5 runs. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where I'm currently 3-0, my last 3 extra daily bets on that website. I like the Mets minus 140, over 8.5. Houston plus 1.5, under 9. Tampa Bay minus 1.5, over 6.5. Boston minus $1.10, under 9.5. Baltimore plus 1.5, over 8.5 runs. Minnesota minus 1.5, over 8.5. Oakland plus 1.5, under 8.5 runs. Toronto minus 145, under 9.5. St. Louis minus 175, over 8.5 runs. Washington plus 1.5, over 9. San Francisco minus 150, over 8 runs. LA Angels minus 140, under 9.5. Arizona minus 130, under 9. Philadelphia plus 1.5, under 7.5. With my next and final free pick for the video, I'm going to lean toward who am I leaning toward? I'm going to lean toward the Dodgers minus 115 and the over 8.5 runs. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, guys, real quick, I just got to remind you once again that if you do end up getting a membership here today on my website, you're going to get access to that membership every single day, all the way through the end of June. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet, every single package, every single day, all the way through the end of June, you may want to think about signing up for my board member tier package. It's an all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.